Rogers. To get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a and it will come out to the 25. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll go again to Jones. Room here to run. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
On 1st and 10, here's Rogers. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Throwing is Rogers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. Touchdown! Even later into his career now, there aren't too many guys that can launch it downfield with accuracy better than Aaron Rodgers.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
And that wound up traveling at even 58 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. First and 10 here for Trubisky and the Steelers. At the 20. Now Trubisky. He rifles one that's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks him, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So already trailing, Charles, they opted to try to take a shot on their first play from scrimmage. Obviously, that one didn't pan out.
Absolutely not. And how about the momentum that's being created now? You score, you take it away, big return. You got a chance to go up 2 touchdowns here early in the game. That'll feel great for their team.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack. And I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one. But occasionally, the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly. Maybe someone tipped it off. But on that play, it had no chance.
Rodgers' throw brought in by Watson. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, particularly running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Again, it's Harris on second down. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. On second down, this is Harris. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, it's Trubisky. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
They're going on 4th down. It's Trubisky. And it's going to be batted down. And will go the other way with a football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Here's Jones again on second down. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's Rodgers to throw. A check down here to Jones. So he stopped for no gain. And it'll be 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
So now on 4th down, Rodgers will give way to Mason Crosby for the field goal try. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. The kick by Crosby is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one on target, and it adds to this first-half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Mason Crosby, the kickoff for Green Bay.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he goes out of bounds after a solid return to the 45.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They go play action with Trubisky. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he is going to lose yardage here.
He was taken down.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he is going to have the Steelers first down as the defense nowhere to be found there. A gain of 20 on 4th down.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. That was one I kind of saw coming, Charles. You had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means the free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Rodgers. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And the Steelers are going to take over here up near the 40. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
A pretty good looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Trubisky will throw. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing here, Trubisky. Here's Freiermuth again. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Harris running straight ahead. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Harris. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. They'll try and run with Harris. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are back within a score. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It's still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
first down. Rodgers. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They need to make up some ground, and they did.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Rodgers now on first down. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And it's a Packers touchdown. Randall Cobb, 47 yards. And the Packers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that's certainly an important score right there, because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Crosby with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. Pass complete, George Pickens with it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. On first down, Trubisky. He's got this to Pickens. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Chris Boswell on for the field goal on 23-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
These two teams making their last-minute adjustments. The second half coming your way from Pittsburgh. And to bring it to you, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Here's Trubisky to throw. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 69 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Pat Freiermuth. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Boswell good with the extra point, and that will level the playing field at 17 all. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as return it. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective, because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
after the loss to start out. Here's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Rodgers. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 9 yards on the 2nd down screen play. They brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. Now a give, running left is Harris. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. They go play action. Trubisky. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Rasul Douglas picks it.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now Rodgers. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Devin Bush driving in and picking up the sack. Well, they sit him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it was hard for anyone to react.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
46 yards on the ground for him so far.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
2nd down, another shot for Jones. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now Jones. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Again, it's Jones. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a third one.
Yeah, now from this spot on third down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they'll go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
So a big spot now for Crosby, but he's been here before. This to break our 4th quarter tie. The kick by Crosby is good, and with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 40, right around the 39, so solid starting field position. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would suffice. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Trubisky. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
Won't be easy here after that sack. Now you got Trubisky and the Steelers facing a 3rd and long.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Johnson. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On the give, this is Harris. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
91 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
They hand this off to Harris, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now it's Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Boswell's kick is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. But we knew this had the potential to be a tight game, and with less than 3 minutes to play, couldn't be any tighter. We're all tied.
All locked up, right? And this next drive is going to tell us everything we need to know about this game, because I want to see how they come out with the football. Are they going to be aggressive and attack downfield? You still got the 2-minute warning to come up. Or are they going to be conservative and try and hold on and maybe just get to overtime?
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
And out across midfield down to the 45. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. To throw is Rodgers. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that will bring up 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll go again to Jones. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. An inside give to Jones. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Up the middle, Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. On 2nd down, Dillon. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So the game here hangs on the right foot of Mason Crosby. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And Crosby's kick is good. The veteran Mason Crosby comes through like he's done so many times before. And there'll be some happy cheeseheads tonight as the Packers have won the game. Well, this ball game was
close throughout. Remember, it was neck and neck at intermission, neck and neck at the end, but a great job to come in here in a tough environment, Charles, and get the victory.
Yeah, tough environment indeed. How about all the people we can hear shouting from their seats right below us, partner? They weren't real happy that their team didn't keep the home field. How about how these visitors came in, calm every step of the way, even with all the pressure, and found a way to get out of here with a win.
You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose.